soreness for a while. Shaq also had a message for the rest of the league. As Shaq took down LeBron James with a flagrant foul the other night, he said he's the team's enforcer. That's right, that's what I do.
But
no
he's
layup.
a long 6'8".
KG, pretty good spot inside over Gasol. Gets the bounce.
I like that. You have to switch the block shot.
Pierce trying to get you back in the lane. Hits the little floater.
Another paint score. Lack of help towards that miss.
He's a factor.
Yeah,
he's just a factor. Pierce, and a chance for a three-point play for Paul. Conley trying to sneak in underneath.
Terrific passing. You know, the ball moves. Ray has it about a second and a half. Paul says, you know what, I'm in the scoring zone, and Mayo can't get there quick enough. And guys on your team are just standing around waiting to see what you're going to do.
Paul having an outstanding trip and an outstanding year so far. Pierce, nice up fake. Spins into the paint, lays it down. Shaquille.
The unselfishness that this team has played with on this entire trip has really. Paul Pierce under control. Rudy Gay up in the air, and Paul draws two, and Shaq in the right place. You got to get him involved again early and often. You know, Shaq's not going to play a ton of minutes. Take advantage.
Pierce to the basket.
Paint right now is so important for the Celtics, and still there.
Defending Marquise Daniels on this end. 4 on the shot clock. And wow. I thought Rudy Gay was beyond committing fouls like that. In Memphis' favor, and Memphis is a very good basketball team according to the numbers when they out-rebound you. See, when you're a 90% free throw shooter, stuff like that happens. They go down. If you're Rondo, that's gone. That bounces right out.
Yeah, when you shoot 90%, it's like you're at your own golf course. You get a member bounce. That thing kicks off the rocks right onto the green.
Yeah. Nate again knocks that one down. 1 of 2, shooting the 3. Gay across the lane. Strip inside. Paul Pierce gets the steal.
He's a locker room guy. He's really been involved offensively and defensively.
Pierce gonna have to shoot this. Gets it down the lane for 2.
And even there looked like Pierce wanted to pass it and realized he was running out of time on that shot clock. We see Paul Pierce taking a look at the clock at the last second. Looks like he wants to pass it, and like you said, with 1 second had to shoot it. But one of my least favorite plays is Rondo reaching in from behind, but the problem is he gets away.
Spotting the pass. Just right in the right spot. Pierce is fouled off the feed from Kevin Garnett. Rudy Gay picks it up. That's his second personal foul. Nobody in this game, with the exception of Shaquille, and foul.
Which you would expect that he would probably have more shots. In a perimeter-oriented game, such as the Miami Heat, with the Miami Heat team, you would think he would have less shots. But here, the focus is...
Rondo. Here's the baseline.
Now, that's not Connecticut defense right there. I don't know where Rudy Gay learned that, but...
Just a second on Paul.
This would be the epitome of Matador defense. You have to send Paul Pierce to the help. That is just the best word to say is
Memphis.
About 18,000 of them were at the hotel when we were getting on the bus coming over.
Unbelievable.
I asked the people at the front desk if this is every game, and they said, no, we've never seen this before. I mean, it was really like... And it's just, you know, you have the right guy passing the ball, but I mean, it's, you know, and it's more great.
Looking for the first lead of the second half. Tony Allen slashes, no, rebound tip. Allen gets it back, blocked, rebound, saved by Rondo.
Had his pick of who to throw it to, and he said,
but the Grizzlies put together a through. Celtics right now with 5 fouls. Doc with the unit that usually finishes games, and Paul Pierce line drives a jump shot home.
What do you know? Good ones. They get scored on after a turnover, and they just stop running.
Pierce fakes a 3. Ray takes a 3 and makes a 3. Ties the game at 92.
Composure, poise.
Celtics looking to retake the lead as we approach 4 minutes. Rondo. Pierce for 3. Got it.
So many weapons. As I talk to different assistant coaches around the league and options, you think you got him cut off. 3 guys zoned up. Great skip pass. Paul Pierce ready to catch and shoot.
Get the ball up. They do get it into Pierce. Pierce taking his time. Pierce didn't get it off.
It's not the play I think Doc wanted.
We're going to play 5 minutes of overtime. That's a 4th on Paul. Quickly into Pierce. Gay trying to foul him and missed him on the sidelines. Bought the Celtics about another 2 or 3 seconds, and it'll put Pierce. Rondo signaling over to the bench, wondering about the timeout situation.
When you look back on this trip, Mike, you know, with one misplay defensively against the Mavericks, they could be coming home off the bench.
Rondo gets it into Pierce. Pierce is fouled by Conley. He'll go back to the line for 2 more. Celtics a 2-possession game right now in 114. 108.
So, you know, they're
division, forget about it.
Yeah, they're not even thinking about that, where most teams are putting up banners about winning their division. The Celtics only put up 1 banner.
Miami was all
lost to the Celtics. I'm saying we're the best 5-4 team out there. How about that? I mean, that to me is a, you know, you're grasping now. You're begging now to try to tell people.
Finds Pierce. Pierce runs away from Gasol, and they're not going to foul him. That's going to do it. And the Celtics, an impressive win in overtime here tonight. And Boston has a very, very strong 3-and-1 speedy oil change and tune-up. Your certified auto center. Paul Pierce on the baseline. Pierce, 2 of his 24. That's the play of the game, brought to you by Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your certified auto center.